Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Get some people up in here. Let's do a sound check right quick. Hey, hey, sound check. Oh shit. My bad. What's up, brother? Hey, can you hear me? I'm in the truck and I got the Bluetooth thing going. How the sound coming through, bro? Okay, okay. Is it clear? Okay, I'm good. All right. Well, that's what's up, man. Welcome back to the HotShot Haven, y'all. Hey, man, just not really doing much at all. Sorry about the camera shake. I am riding. Uh, yeah, man. Just kind of wanted to get in a little discussion just on what y'all might want to talk about. But man, I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna kick it off, man, with this with what's going on out here in this market and what's attempting to make high shotting for the average person. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. For the average person, not as profitable as it should be. And there's a whole lot of stuff that goes into figuring out what's profitable, what's not, you know. And everybody's idea of profit or idea of what it takes to be profitable is slightly different. It's not wide open. It's not crazy different because anything above operating costs is considered profit. After all, expenses are tallied and calculated. But man, what I want to talk about a little bit is what conspires together to make you not be profitable. And you know, some of the stuff is in your control. A lot of stuff isn't. You know, like I said, sorry about the camera motion. I am riding. I just wanted to take a minute, just get up in there and just really just talk about some stuff with you guys and looking for your comments on things that conspire against you out here to make you not be profitable. You know, and to be honest with you, it's a lot of variables. Like I say, it's a lot of variables, a lot of things that come up, and particularly uh, mechanical, mechanical. If it's possible, if it were possible, you never have to do maintenance. You never have to do roadside assistance. You never have to do any of that stuff that takes away from the bottom line. But the reality of the matter is we're in the real world. Things happen, things wear out, things break. So, that being said, if you're running and you don't have an allocated place or a certain place to put your maintenance fund or your put away money where you can have something put up in case something bad happens, that's a recipe to go out of business. Okay? You know, I had an issue Friday. I was in Colorado, headed to Utah. Had a drop in Colorado. Also had a drop in Utah. Like I said, sorry about the shaking on the camera, man. I am rolling, just coming back from church, and it kind of hit me to like go live. Let's see what everybody want to talk about. Hey, hey, Rich. Hey, what's up, my dude? Hey, ain't nothing to it, bro. Just out here, just talking about some stuff that happened, last week, you know, and maintenance and things that go into not making you be profitable. Okay, I had an issue going up a 10,000 foot climb 10,000 foot climb on 70. If you run Colorado area, you run Utah area, 70 all the way across. Y'all know I had an incident. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bank or under the mattress? Both, both, bank and under the mattress. But on the under the mattress side, you need to put it on like a cash app card or something like that where it can be with you at all times, just like the bank account money. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I advise all the time, cash up. Get that cash up, bro. Like if you at home and you got it at the house, bro, hey, That's what's up. Long as you got it. See, that's the whole thing. When this stuff go down, it ain't gonna be 20, 30, 40, 50, $100. It's gonna be $2,000, $3,000. And it's gonna jump out like that. I'm talking about it's gonna be one of them things where I need it now. I don't need to call nobody. I don't need to have to ask nobody. I don't need to have to go get no loan. I don't need to have to burn up no credit card. I don't need to have to do none of that. If I have to burn up a credit card, that's so be it. But it need to be on deck right then and there, bro. So, like I said, I was coming up the hill, up the mountain rather, Colorado, pulling not too much weight. I say, I was probably grossing at the most 18,000. That's what I was grossing, 18,000. Okay, I had an incident where the truck started to heat up. You know, it's not normal for my truck. Once you drove your truck for a while, you know what normal temperatures are for your truck, and whenever they creep up and around outside, you know. And I got drivers also that drive the truck, and I put this in every last one of my trucks. Y'all might want to do this right here. I know that's kind of hard to read, but what it says is how to keep the temperatures in check when towing or a parachute load. I got a label that I put in all the trucks. I send it to all the owner operators, stick it in there just to keep their mindset on what the temperatures of everything should be while you're running these loads, whether it be heavy, light, whatever. Okay, I got 3 tips on there just to help you save your truck. Always use tow haul mode, y'all. The engine brake. Always use the engine brake. You pulling something, it saves the factory brakes on the truck. It saves all that to the point where you don't have to worry about replacing brakes every 3 months because you're wearing them out coming down steep grades and not using the engine brake. You're relying on the truck too much. Okay? And lockout 6th gear. Now this is more of a Dodge thing. I don't know what the Ford guys, it always helps because you're putting a hell of a strain on your overdrive planetary and your overdrive clutches in your transmission, which leads to premature wear. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, bro. But yeah, it leads to premature wear of the transmission and catastrophic failure over a period of time. With steady, you steady elevating the temperatures of the transmission fluid. Every time your transmission fluid goes over 200 degrees, just know that you're lessening the life of that transmission fluid by 20% or more every time it does that. So it's not going to be long before that transmission fluid starts being effective at cooling the transmission, providing hydraulic pressure for the transmission, and thus slipping the transmission. Okay. All right. Now, cooling temperatures. I got a little readout, a little to do or to go by of normal temps. Cooling like 192 to 215. That's normal on the Cummins diesel. Hey, hey, man, a lot of people tell me that, man. I don't know. I don't see it, but hey, METHOD, man. Hey, but hey, a lot of people say that though, crazy, bro. But at the same time, transmission temps normal on this 68 RFE. Hey, hey, a lot of folks say that. I promise you, bro. 168 to 190 on the trans temps. 168 to 190 on the trans temps. 197, anything over 197, hey, I feel like you should try to ease out of it, do a little something, just keep it under 200. 200, you seeing 210, 220 on trans temps, man, there's a problem. There's something going on, and you may not be in tow haul mode. You may need to gear down, because like I said, when you lock out 6th gear and go to 5th gear, what that does, it brings your RPMs up, which turns the motor faster, but heat is built in low RPMs, 1600 or less, where you're really pumping out a lot of torque, you're getting the maximum cylinder pressure possible at that RPM. When you downshift, your RPM should go up to around 2,000. But you get you past that point where peak torque rises in the cylinder, drops the cylinder pressure, and also turns into a situation where you get more coolant flow. The fan speed is up. I'm sorry about that, man. It had broke up a little bit. But yeah, your fan speed up, everything flowing a lot faster through the radiator. Like I said, you can drop the temps a bunch. You can drop the temps on the whole truck, engine, oil, and trans fluid temperature all the way back down to where they should be. You know. Now back to what happened to me in Colorado. Okay, I'm pulling a 10,000 foot grade. If y'all been to Colorado, y'all run through 70, you know what it is. Hey, man, I didn't know what it was at first. I just know the temperature started climbing to an abnormal amount, and that prompted me to pull it over. But what that didn't prompt me to do, and please don't do this, y'all. Hey, this some real stuff. This will save your whole entire truck. When your truck run hot, all the temperatures up, and I'm talking about it's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what my temperatures were. Cooling, 151. Trans, 220. Oil, 277. Just from them numbers, just know that oil and that transmission fluid is garbage behind that. That shit ain't no good. It's no good anymore. It is no good. I'm going to dealership tomorrow. And I'm finna spend a gang of money, y'all, because I ain't just finna do that. I ain't just finna put no cooling fan on it, no clutch or nothing like that on it. Even though, yeah, it needs that. I'm going to go ahead and do a whole little kick-a-boodle. And, what what truck would you say is more practical to HotShot? Hey, man, the most practical truck I Okay. Is it back on? Yeah, I hope it's back on. Sorry, man. I rode through the woods and some more stuff. Hey, but yeah, the most practical truck, we had a guy ask, what's the most practical truck for high shot? And when you say practical, man, practicality and efficiency, that's my shit. Hey, that's my shit because that lead to profit. I know how to get money, man. See, that's the whole thing about it. When you got practicality in mind, profitability would be right there along with it. You know what I'm saying? Practicality gonna mean efficiency, fuel efficiency, weight efficiency, everything, man. So yeah. Hey man, my bad. Dex Seller. Hey, yeah, but the most practical truck that I can see right now that's seriously reliable and is not new is a oh 04 and a half to a oh 06 Cummins Ram 2500 if you're doing non-CDL. If you're going with the dually, I would go same year, oh 04 and a half to oh 06, 5.9 Cummins, manual trans, and put a South Bend dual disc clutch in it. If it manual trans, I got a 5.9 manual trans 2500. It's an oh 06, and when I say it's it's the most practical truck, I wish I had about 5 of them motherfuckers. I swear to God, they got a little bit slight more maintenance issues in certain cases, but to be honest with you, that is the money maker. I promise to goodness, man. Hey, seller, yeah. Hey, man. If endow you, it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, the best thing you could do to a Cummins is just run it. You know what I'm saying? Leave it alone. Don't soup it up. Don't do nothing. That's the Ford guy thing and the GM guy thing. Hey, get that turbo whistling and do all that stuff right there, man. My truck got a cold air intake on it and a upgraded clutch. And I didn't need it. I just did it because I know I was gonna be putting weight on it before I started. I put a South Bend clutch in it. But man, efficiency. When I tell y'all efficiency, man, people don't believe this. They think I'm lying, but I really ain't, man. I'm talking about 14 14 and a half miles to the gallon, fully loaded at non-CDL weight, 25 and some change, creeping up on 26, pulling flat land, 14 and a half miles to the gallon. No diff. I don't pull up, man, I pull up in this truck right here. I got a 13. It use diff and all that stuff. You know it's illegal to delete it, so I ain't going to delete it. But at the same time, I don't like pulling up at the pump and pumping $180 gas and then turn around and pump $25 or 15, 20, $25 worth of deal. For what? That piss? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. That oh 05, that oh 06 I got, no diff. No emission crap on it. They got a catalytic converter, but I'm going to say this. Practical is a word that's used And you know, a lot of times people confuse practicality with the newest and best. And you know, that had nothing to do with each other. Not to say that the '06 Diorama is bad truck or anything when it comes to being luxurious. It's not. It is what it is for the time it came out. That was a nice truck in 2006, and it's still a nice truck. There's some great examples of them. I got a good example of it at home, man. It's a great truck, but just know it's not as spacious on the inside. You know, for big guys that want to run high shot, you might want to consider you a mega cab for it. You know, but as far as getting it done, and that's what we out here to do, getting it done. Practicality, fuel mileage is gonna be your number one. Number two, practicality. This is why I may recommend an '04 to an '06 coming. Now, I had when I first started 2006 model. Hey, get what? The object of the game is not to be the flyest dude out here. The object of the game is to get it done efficiently and productively as possible. And when I say that truck met those qualifications and surpassed a lot of expectations I had for the truck, granted, that truck does not have an exhaust brake on it. It doesn't. That's the only real downfall. And once you get into the '07s and a half and on up to about 10, you can come out with a 6.7, you know, and no depth, and it's got a little emissions on it, but no depth or none of that. But I will say this: '07 and a half to 2010 was not the best year for Cummins. I will say that. Everybody had years where certain stuff goes down, and those years with Cummins '07 to 2010, they had just brought out the 6.7. They had just brought out the Cummins 6.7 engine. It was basically a carryover the 5.9 with a different bore and stroke and slight head upgrades. It was still 24 valves, which is cool, but they had some issues with pistons and dropping number 6 cylinder and things like that, and they ran correctly, you know, and not dogged out. Everybody want to soup the trucks up and stuff, man. Leave the truck alone. Hold on, I'm back in the house now. That joker right there, I know y'all see that light on it. Hey, leave that truck alone. Leave the truck alone. Don't put no smarty on it. All that. I need more power. If you need more power, you need to slow down. We ain't racing, even if it's expedited. We ain't racing. So, you know, the instant where people, I need more power, you're going to need to buy more parts. Yeah, Dex, I do my own maintenance whenever possible. But with the truck I'm in right now, man, 2013 Cummins, I'm going to go and let the dealership do some stuff for me. Not that same dealership from that other video that's fucking everybody. Once again, I say Mac Hayek, Jeep, Chrysler in Flowood, Mississippi. Garbage. They garbage. Hey, they garbage, bro. They technicians ain't shit. And then they ain't going to hold up for it. They fuck your truck up. Something happened. They ain't going to hold up for it. Hey, to the point where I really should have went to the Chrysler Corporation about these people really reported this shit because they fucked me out a lot of money last time and tried to get me around the truck I could think of. Hey, that was Colorado snow and salted through for you. And see, like I said, issue with cooling, I take it to the next level, man. Cause see, like I said, I do my own maintenance and all this stuff like this. When it went down, to get more air in that grill, take the inserts out. I took the inserts out. See, when you're on the road, you need to have a lot of tools with you, man. You need to have everything you need to get out of whatever situation you think might arise. So I do that. I got a roller shop in the truck. And yeah, it take up a little more weight, maybe 400-500 pounds worth of tools. But guess what? When you're on the side of the mountain and it go down, hey, that's what you need. You don't need to be, man, I wish I had a 16 millimeter, that a 15 millimeter, I could get off the side of the road right now. You need to have that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this baby doll right here, man, that baby. So fast, 559 coming, boy, empty, 24 miles to the galley with no trailer on it, 17, empty, boy, dead here didn't mean shit to me. Hey, I was going where the money was going, and that's real. Let's see if we can get on this little Wi-Fi.
I'm going where the money is. Real talk. If I had dead hit, if I had dead hit 150 miles, you think I was crying? Well, we got these. Hey, got my boy home. Jalen Stanley, y'all check him out. Old Middle Rebel, man. Safety. I think he's number 28 this year. They might swap it out, but I think he's number 28 this year. Starting, you know, it is what it is, man. It's in there. But yeah, let's see. And most definitely, hey man, I want to tell y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. It ain't about no YouTube or nothing. I just appreciate it. I've been trying to hit you up about a trailer I got out of Indiana. Uh, bro, put me on, hit me up on Facebook. Get in the messenger, man, and hit me up. Uh, Jonathan Butler, JOHNATHAN, BUTLER on Facebook. You're gonna see a picture, my profile picture, me chunking up the deuces. I had my tux on and stuff. I was doing some Mason and stuff that time though. But yeah, do my own maintenance. Hell yeah, I do my own maintenance. There's a high shot garage. It's junky. It's deep fuck. Y'all excuse that, but it is what it is. Being an axle, replace the axle, whole axle assembly, brakes and all, springs and all, replace that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, put that shock on there, snatch the neck off. Hey, still, I hate buying it. Radiator for 5.9. Air conditioner lines 5.9. You know, cooling. Uh, brakes for the old trailer. Springs, replacement, repair, hey, reusable springs. Engine lift. Hey, pick that shit up, man. I put a motor in there, find out I ain't got my ass on it, y'all. Hey, I used to do this. I used to do this for a living, and y'all gotta understand that plays a big and important part in being efficient and profitable. I worked for Ford, GM, and Mercedes. All them combined over 15 years. So, like I say, when I tell y'all about the difference between, you know, what a Cummins and a Ford is, sure, that Ford is a race engine. It's as far as diesel is concerned, that's a high ride motor. It is a high ride. That thing pulls like a soldier. I'm talking about it really pulls. You know, it does everything it needs to do. But we can't deny the fact that everything comes to an end, even good things. So you got a point where maintenance is gonna come in, you have parts that are gonna wear out, things gonna get tired, and we accelerate the rate that things get tired and wear out just by pulling weight every single day. See, this is the only thing I have against the whole thing with the Ford. Great truck, it's a light truck, it does what it's supposed to do, but when it's time to put one injector in that truck. I'm talking about one injector. Let's just say it's the number 4 injector. Driver side back injector, number 4. More than likely, you're going to have to replace more than one injector anyway, because whatever took that injector out is in the system, and it's probably going to take the rest of them out. But in order to get to that, oh, you're going to have to pull that cab, pick it up off the truck, and that's something you can't do at home. Other than that, you can't even see what you're working on. Hey, man, hey, and Dial, hey, that's cool right there, man. You got your authority, bro. You look for a truck and trailer, man. Like I say, uh, the combination that put me in the game, what put me in the game, y'all, that 5.9 coming and that '06 Ram 2500 and 28-foot PJ. I promise you, I got a deal on both. You know, truck was at the lot. They didn't want that much for it because it was old. But that truck had never been pulled with before. And you're like, how do you know? And this is what you look for now. How do you know if that truck has been pulled with before? First of all, does it have a BMW hitch already installed? Does it have a ball in it already? Guess what? I would rather sacrifice spending $700, $800, $900 put the ball in, relocate my plug, and put it in the trailer and do all that. Then to get a truck where I feel like, oh man, they already got it in there, I'm saving money. No, you're not, because you don't know what they did with that truck. No one spends the money on a BMW 2 and 5/16 ball, turnover ball, and not gonna pull nothing heavy. If you was gonna pull something light, you would pull it with the bumper. You have bumper pull, a little jet ski trailer, small boat or something, that's bumper pull. If it got that ball in it already, you might as well soon. They either were high shine with it, pulling a camper or some recreational stuff, but it has been pulled with and it has seen some weight. So with that being said, nope, I didn't want that. So I also looked at another thing about it. If you can find a diesel vehicle that has a bed cap on it, not a tonneau cover, not a hard cover, a bed cap. The whole little top that goes across with the door that opens on the back with the little window. If you can find a truck like that that has basically been like that, you gotta run. Because you know one thing, with this cap on the back, ain't no way you can pull a gooseneck. So even if it had been pulling the heavy thing it could possibly have moved, it's something that's bumper pull. And you know if it's bumper pull, it should be less than 10,000 pounds. So you know that helps when you're looking for that truck. But like I say, all things go together to make efficiency. You know, and that's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? What kind of truck? Where you at, bro? Guess what? That knowledge you got from working on the knowledge you got from working on them cranes and diesel engines and stuff, the concept is the same, bro. A lot of it will carry over. When you get to talking about diesels work the same way. Intricacies of the fueling system that might be different, or you know things of that nature. But a diesel is a diesel. A diesel is a diesel. Whether it's 6 cylinder, 8 cylinder, it makes power and torque by igniting fuel with no spark, take cylinder pressure, so you know things like that. If you got any knowledge about diesels in general, it could be John Deere, it could be that little, hey, the littlest, craziest, smallest Pete engine, whatever. Hey, that helps. Any knowledge is good. But like I said, I was on the side of the road, letting the truck cool off. If your truck runs hot, y'all, this is the really thing I can tell you. Them temperatures get crazy, truck runs hot, you don't know what to do. I'm gonna tell you what not to do. First of all, do not turn that truck off. Whatever you do, I don't care, damn, if it's 260 degrees, the train boiling over, as long as you're not seeing steam or anything like that from a broken hose or a busted radiator or something like that, do not turn that truck off. Don't turn it off. Everything in you gonna say, man, this truck running hot. I can stop it. I can make the heat go down by turning this truck off. It'll cool off. Do not turn that truck off. And let me explain why. Okay, thermal conductivity is what you're looking at. As long as you can keep the water in the truck moving, it will not boil. It'll get hot enough to boil, but as long as it's contained, it's kind of like a pressure cooker, y'all. It sits there, it cooks, it got pressure on it, it doesn't boil. It just sits there and get hotter and hotter and hotter. So, with that being said, once you stop that truck and that water pump stops spinning and the water stops circulating, the area in the head over the combustion chamber where that water flows through the cool will instantly start to vaporize that water, which it does anyway. And see, that's part of the cooling system a lot of people don't understand. When that water comes up through the block and makes it to the head, it's hitting that combustion chamber dome over the top of the dome. That temperature is 11, 12, 1500 degrees, especially pulling the hill. That water vaporizes and boils right there on top of that combustion chamber. But because it's moving, it's moved on past that very hot spot and heads on to their journey to the thermostat radiators, go through, be cool, and come back. But the process of that stuff boiling is negated because it's moving. It only happens for a temporary moment in time over the combustion chamber. Now, Hey, yeah, man, talking. Hey, HotShot Dave, what's up, my guy, man? Love, bro. Now talking about what do you do, like when catastrophic things happen, man. I got my truck. I was in Colorado on 70, going through Denver, and had an incident where the truck started to overheat, and did overheat. Lost fan clutch, bro. So in that situation, there's no loss in coolant. There's no explosion of steam or anything like that. It's just the fan clutch stops engaging and it won't pull the right amount of air through the radiator to cool the system. And I was telling them, Dave, the number one thing, if your truck, I don't care if it's 260 degrees on the coolant and 1,000 degrees on the exhaust and everything's up sky high, do not turn that truck off. If you don't see no cloud of steam where this stuff that created an exit and stuff like that, and it's just running really, really hot, the worst thing you could possibly do is turn that truck off. And a lot of people don't know that an engine, when it's running, even at operating temperature, and you shut it down, it could be at 190. The temperature inside of that engine will climb to over 210, 220 before it starts to cool down. So with that being said, if your engine's at, let's say, 250, and you shut it down within 2 minutes, that actual engine temperature, that water inside, is going to be up around 290, 300 degrees. And your cooling system will explode. It will. A hole's going to break, the radiator going to go, So in that situation, my temps were like, my temps was 257, bro. Pulling that hill, 257. I pulled it over, you know, trans temp, 220. And I was telling them, anything over 200, 210, 220 on transmission temp, you decrease the life of the transmission fluid by at least 20% every minute or two that is at that temperature. So with that being said, I let the truck run. Now, like I said, everything in you, common knowledge would say, hey man, the truck's hot. Only way to cool it down is to stop it from running, turn it off. That's the most catastrophic thing you could do. And I was explaining to him, Dave, that in the process of cooling, the coolant inside the engine, it passes from the block up into the head over the combustion chamber. And at that point in time, when it hits the top of the combustion chamber, that water does boil every time. It don't matter. That combustion chamber, 1,000 degrees, 12, 1,500 degrees. That water boils, but since the water is moving, it only boils for a moment, passes on to a cooler part, and hey, it goes on to the thermostat, the radiator, the fan pulls the air through, and it cools the truck down, and that circle continues. But every time that water hits the top of that combustion chamber, it boils. So if you don't keep that water moving, if you stop that engine, stop that water pump from turning, that water that's sitting on top of those combustion chambers will immediately turn to steam, and it's not going to move. And what's going to happen is your cooling pressure will exceed the limitations of belts. I mean, well, not belts, but hoses, the radiator, and you're going to have an explosion of high cooling somewhere. So, just taking a little bit of what happened to me and trying to help some people, save their engine. When it's running hot, I don't care what kind of engine it is, do not shut that engine down. And a big thing, if you have to add coolant, keep that engine running. Don't cut that engine off. If you got to add coolant, you sit there and let it run, let that water circulate, let the temperature drop as much as it can, and be super duper careful. You know. Oh, sorry about that. That background, I'm just walking and talking. That's how I be, man. My bad, bro. But yeah, if you shut that engine down, you're gonna lose. You probably lose the engine because you're gonna blow, crack a head, blow a head gasket or something like that. Okay. Now with that truck, that's the truck that happened today. The 6.7, you know. And me being me, I know not to turn that truck off. It was way up there, 267. I sat there for an hour and let it cool back down to normal just by sitting there running and letting the water circulate. And my fan clutch wasn't working, so it's just freewheeling, you know. And you see what I did today? I don't know if you can see that, but that grill, let me spin it around. I took the mesh, the whole mesh out of the grill, you know. And when I did that, that creates more airflow. So in a situation where your fan clutch goes out, the only thing you're missing from the cooling system working properly. Hey man, what's up, CFL Transportation? Hey, yeah, shout out man from that Sunshine State. I'm coming to see y'all. I'm finna come over there. I'm finna ease on over there, bro. But hey, I saved that truck. I saved an engine just because I didn't turn it off. Then, like I say, the only thing missing from the equation when you have a fan clutch or something like that, or a cooler fan actually crap out on you, the only thing missing from the cooling equation is airflow. So if you can get this truck cool enough to maybe be able to run it back up to speed before it gets hot again and maintain 60, 65, 70 miles an hour, you will regain the airflow that the fan is not producing, and the truck will run normally. I drove from Colorado, Denver, Colorado, to Brandon, Mississippi. That's a lot of miles without a fan clutch. If you don't know this, you're going to call a record and you're going to the dealership immediately. I'm going to the dealership tomorrow on my own terms. And that's part of the profitability standpoint. Keeping tools with y'all, man. Whatever you don't know right now about your truck, learn it. Learn it, find it, whatever you got to do. Hey, man, perfect weather. Hey, man, yeah, 75 and sunny out there in the Sunshine State. I can dig it, man. It's like 70 degrees here. Feels absolutely wonderful in Mississippi right now. But back to what I was saying, if you if you really want to be successful in this high shot game, transportation game, knowledge is powerful. It's the key. If you're running machines, you need to know about the equipment that you're running, and not just the horsepower and torque numbers, the payload capacity, the pulling rate, and all that. Yeah, you need to know all that, but you need to understand how these systems work, especially if you're gonna be the driver. And I'm gonna say this: it really pays if you have a driver that has some kind of mechanical knowledge. Because some instances where, since I know, they'll call me. I can talk you through it. I can talk you through building an engine. We get on FaceTime and we can talk about everything to the point where, I get on FaceTime with my driver and be like, man, what's the situation? Yada yada yada, this, that, and another going on, and we get to the point where we work it out right there on the phone, and all he has to do is listen, use the tools that I got in all the truck, and fix the problem, and avoid a $2,000 record bill or something that I got in all the truck, and fix the problem, and avoid a $2,000 record bill or something of that sort. You know what I'm saying? That all of that goes into profitability. And Dave, I know you know, bro. When it comes down to mechanical issues and stuff like that, that maintenance account, that backdoor money, all that laid up money, hey, your credit, whatever, whatever, all that goes into keeping that thing alive, bro. Keeping that business going and not having you dead in the water. And one of the best things you could do is know your job. If you know your job, that means you know all this stuff about the machinery. I was showing them, Dave. I'm at home in the nastiest, junkiest garage ever. I do my own maintenance, and it's a lot of maintenance. Don't let your trucks go out here any kind of way, man. DOT gonna punish you. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I built an axle in Tennessee, humongous pothole, boom, with a load on the trailer. Come home, hey, go back to Kentucky. I don't need y'all send me nothing. Hey, I would like whatever y'all want to do, but other than that, go buy the axle. Come home, save $300-400. Put the axle on yourself. You need to buy tools. If you're gonna hot shot, you need to buy tools. If it's nothing for the home base, and a set of tools for the truck. Sometimes it don't take nothing but a few wrenches. Sometimes it don't take nothing but tighten the hose clamp up. Sometimes it don't take nothing but be able to really get out and change that spare efficiently in the rain, which impact wrench and everything really set up to do that and stuff like that. At the end of the day, save money. So when it comes to efficiency, they were talking about Dave. I know you know, Dave. It baby right there. Hey, y'all see the light? Okay, you said my brother about a lot about trucks. I could as easily take it to them to fix, but I want to know how to do it on my own. Hey, that's most definitely the point, man. Learning how to save money you know what I'm saying, without inferior work. Like I said, if you're not up to par to where you're supposed to be on the job, just take it to a professional because when you're out there 3,000 miles away from home, you're gonna want to be able to count on that work. And if you counting on yourself, you need tools. Buy tools, man. This shit junky as hell because I work. Buy tools, man. Fill that box up. Get your snap on. It ain't gotta be snap on. It ain't gotta be nothing crazy. But I was telling them, Dave, hey, hey man, dial one, man. Good to have you on the line, bro. You see all this crap I need to throw away. Brakes, leaf springs, rotors, pads, yeah, engine lift, engine stand, containment for old Lord, so we can recycle as we should. Radiators, AC line, uh, hit when I put the shocker in, you know, and stuff like that. Get what? Them few things I just showed you right there saved me probably $2,500 in labor. It ain't about the parts, y'all. Yeah, 50, 60, $70 pair of brake pads ain't gonna break you. But the $300 that they gonna charge to do them 4 brakes on your truck at the shop at $120 an hour, $140 an hour for 4 hours, 3 hours work, that's gonna start eating to your money. So like I said, learn all you can. Learn all you can. And efficient trucks, Dave, you know this. Dave, you started out with that third gen. That money go quick, baby. Hey, you sure ain't lying, Dave. Hey, this right here, I'm finna take this to the dealership tomorrow just because she deserves it. She deserves it. So what I'm finna do, and like I said, the money go quick, I'm finna do the damn thing, Dave. Finna take it up here. I would have a little actuator issues. It was coming in and out on that exhaust brake. How you like that exhaust brake, Dave? Hey, boy, it's nice, ain't it? You like that exhaust brake, man? It's the shit going downhill. I will say that. It is shit. Yeah, it's the shit. You like that exhaust brake, man? I like it. But yeah, I was having actuator issues on the turbo beforehand. This goes in and out sometimes. I'm gonna let them do the transmission fluid. I need that change. That shit got hot. I don't want it in there because it's lost lubricity and some of its hydraulic capability. So next thing gonna happen is if you leave it in there, run it, keep pulling loads, transmission gonna start slipping. So you don't want that. So I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna let them put a brand new whole set turbo on there. I'm gonna let them put some exhaust manifold gaskets on there. Let them swap the transmission fluid out on that joint. Change my differential fluid on there. Put me an upgraded 3500 diff cover on there, aluminum with the fins on it, and grand total gonna be about 6 grand. You need the 6 grand. I ain't finna fuck off no card. I ain't finna mess up with no credit. I cash motherfucking money to the point where that's what it takes. I tell people all the time, if you're gonna start this stuff, I don't care if you got financial backers, you got sponsors, you got plenty of money. I don't care. Man, don't pay yourself like you think you should pay yourself. A lot of people like pay yourself first and then you take care of all that stuff. Yeah, it's gonna go out of business. Pay yourself first. Go ahead. Go ahead. Pay yourself first, jack that money off, and then have a situation where you're gonna have to go to the dealership, spend 5, 6 grand, or in Dave's situation, you gotta go, hey man, I gotta pull a truck. I gotta get a whole nother truck because I ain't got time to wait while the engine get done in here to keep pulling. So that money need to be on deck. Your credit name need to be secure. You need to keep your credit up to par. You don't burn customers and you don't burn up. Same thing. Don't do that. Because you're going to need these people now. Because when I tell you it be catastrophic, it be catastrophic. Now I'm finna spend like 6 grand because I want to. Because it needs that. You know what I'm saying? But I can do all this stuff myself. But get what? I'm going to put baby back in rotation. Hey, baby. Hey. Yeah. The most efficient, hard working truck I ever owned. Even in the fleet of 5. That's the most efficient, hard working truck I ever owned. 5.9 Cummins '06. Uh, manual. Manual trans. Style being dual disc clutch. And like I said, with these trucks, when we pull it hard every day, you can tune it if you want to. But the best thing you can do, leave that truck alone. Let that truck do what it's designed to do. Stick your cold air intake or something on it, man, filtration and all that. You might stick your muffler, exhaust or something on there, but leave that computer alone. If your truck needs to be faster, and your truck need more power, you need to slow down. You just need to slow down. It's all about what you can do to make stuff last as long as possible. And introducing extremely high cylinder pressure, trying to get 1,000 foot-pounds of torque out of engine that wasn't meant to do it, but will do it, it's gonna cost you parts. You're gonna break stuff because there are other parts of that truck that wasn't engineered to go beyond a certain amount, and gonna get to the point where things start to break and go out and wear out prematurely, just simply because you got a quest for power and speed in an industry or in a business that power and speed is not of a precedent. To be able to climb a mountain at 70 miles an hour, that 5.9 with that manual transmission with a load on it will do it. Do I want to do it? Sometimes. Do I do it? Sometimes. But should you do it? Nah. If it wasn't for the upgraded clutch in that truck, you don't want to just keep doing it. So, like I say, this thing is a beast. Thing is a beast. Little lightweight stuff done to it, just to improve its ability to work. But by no means did I put a smarty or did I EFI live it, which I ain't got no problem with that. If you use it in moderation, that's cool. But by no means did I take this truck beyond what the factory said it should be doing, because I know daily I'm at the limit of what the factory says it should be pulling and carrying. So why would I exacerbate the stresses on the truck by being at the limit of what it could do by introducing more power? When you introduce more power, now you got more torque to the point where things break. Clutches slip, transmissions get fried, differentials break, they lose teeth, they overheat, things like that. So at the end of the day, when you look at it, is it really worth it to get an extra 50 horsepower, maybe 200 foot-pounds of torque so you can run up that hill at 80 miles an hour? Nah. If it gets to the point where, man, I need more power, this truck ain't, slow down. Just slow down, bro. Just slow it down. Hey, appreciate that, Dave, man. We try to keep it 100, bro. I ain't gonna tell nobody nothing that gonna get them in no trouble or wind up them spending a whole lot of money for no reason. You know what I'm saying? If the truck, like I said, if the truck ain't making the power you want to make, you might want to upgrade the whole truck, because just throwing the engine or tune on the engine up into the 100 horsepower, that ain't gonna be the end of the story. Second of all, your efficiency is probably going to go down. You're going to use more fuel. So it's going to actually cost you money to go faster, which already costs money to go faster. If you're doing 65 all day, you're burning way less diesel than the guy that's running 75 all day by a long shot. You probably get another mile and a half, 2 miles to the gallon just by slowing down. So, you know what I'm saying? Efficiency in the truck is going to depend on your driver, things like that. Man, I got a driver he's in this white truck most of the time. I love this dude. He is the truth. When I tell you, I just give him a lot of leeway time to get where he has to go and schedule things like this, because you ain't going to rush him. He's not finna go out there and do unsafe driving. He's just not going to do it. And guess how I know? I ain't got to be able to watch it. I don't need no camera in the truck. That shit pay on the fuel bill. It come out on the fuel side. When you start saving $150 a week just by changing a driver or changing your driving habit, you understand that you'll save almost $8,000 in a year like that. Hey, that's right. More power means more problem if you abuse it. Hey, and I can't agree with you more. Now, I will say this. That 5.9 in there, it got an intake on it. Don't got no tune or anything on it. Tweaked a little bit with the wastegate just to get a hair more boost out of it. But other than that, I ain't really modified spray vent, spray timing, anything like that. I ain't put that 12 valve tune on it that everybody running to get that sound. When you put a 12 valve tune on a 24 valve, it gets that sound. You're not really gonna make much problem. Elvira comes back. I know she coming back, Dave. Oh God, cause see the whole thing is You about like me, bro. You smart enough to know. Like some of the other guys that we deal with on YouTube have found out that, hey man, you don't sell that truck. You don't let that go. That's an asset. You just work your way around it and work while it's down, but you gotta have some money, some credit, or whatever you need to work while it's down. But I know Elvira coming back, bro, and she finna get a new long block. I already know it. She might be finna get rebuilt, and then you finna do some good stuff with the engine. You come back stock or whatever, because you gotta understand, they ain't ran that truck a long time. They know that engine right there is a workhorse. True enough, it don't have an engine brake, and that was one of them things where you can't miss what you didn't know about. But now that you see the engine brake, now you probably want to end up putting a pack brake on, your truck once you rebuild it. Hey, that's just a tidbit. Put that on there, man, because you see what that exhaust brake do. You see what it does, man. Boy, that thing may coming down the hill a breeze with that weight on your ass, don't it, bro? I know you like it. I know you like it. Yeah. First time I felt that exhaust brake on a Cummins, y'all can talk about it. Ford has upgraded the way they turbo does, and it is stronger than it used to be. But wasn't shit stopping it coming down the hill like a Cummins. For ever and a day, even right now, man, you put that thing on, that transmission gonna downshift, it's gonna lock in, it's gonna put that exhaust brake on, and it's gonna walk you down the hill. You ain't have to touch your brake. So yeah, you might want to put a pack brake on that thing, man, and it's a worthwhile investment. I was thinking about putting one on my 5.9, but since it's a stick, I just gear it down and walk down the hill anyway, use the motor, use the engine to go down the hill. But like I said, you find out that, hey man, this truck is an asset. This truck is worth fixing. This truck, why would I get rid of a truck and then turn around and invent? And the end game is do the truck again. Why would you go buy another truck when you put an engine in there for 7 or 8 grand, full, complete, brand new everything for 7 or 8 grand and be done with it? I like that, Dave, because you think like I think. You use your head, bro. And then at the same time, you ain't sit down and cry about the motor. You ain't worry about what happened to it. Nah, you wrapped your head around the situation, came up with the best outcome, and that was the best outcome. That's a fire ass truck you got there, bro. For real, that's a nice ass truck. That 5500, boy, thing to do. Talking about, oh, why he ain't go buy a rig? He procrastinated. He got CDL. Why he don't just go buy a rig? You gotta think about this. In the situation with Dave, they called it all of a sudden. You just didn't see it coming. You just didn't see it coming. Ain't no way to see that like it coming. So being prepared, you know what I'm saying, to have an extra game where you could get back in the game was one of the top priorities for Dave. And I know it was, man. Get back to the money, baby. That's what it's about. You staying profitable, and you can't be profitable if you can't get to the money. So hey, getting to the money was a big thing. Hey, stuff like that happens. You pull that move. You pull that trick on that